G'day everyone, I'm Brian. Welcome back to our 7-day safari at Kumana National Park, Sri Lanka's hidden gem national park near Arugambay. So this was our 4th drive this morning. Headed out, get another morning drive and headed out at our 5 AM start. Got there at 6 AM as always. First ones at the gate, ready to go. I'll give you a couple of the highlights and then you can check out some of the video and photos. So no leopards again today. Certainly heard alarm calls. We saw pug marks or paw prints, pug marks as they call them here in Sri Lanka and India. That's okay. It's harder to see them here than in, say, the Sabi Sands by far, but that's okay. They are there. Got to be a bit lucky, and the sighting that we did have a couple of days ago was total quality, so we got that. We've at least seen one and great quality footage and of video and photography. So we had mating mongooses. Of course it sounded more like a fight than mating, as it is with a lot of animals and some people. We had a very good close-up of an elephant that was sitting a little bit back in the forest and then decided where we'd stopped. We didn't know where it was going to walk to, and it cut straight back in and straight towards our vehicle, stopped, checked us out, walked around us. We also spent some time with a couple of Sri Lankan jackals. So the predators here, I mean, you're looking at crocs, which we saw again. There's plenty of crocs around here. You'd have to be very, very careful if you want to get local villages, because they seem to go into even small little creeks and roadside little streams, even in open areas near paddy fields and things like that. So you'd have to be very, very careful going down and washing or whatever they do down here in the rivers and stuff like that, because it is a lot of crocodiles, or there are a lot of crocodiles here. But you've got your jackals, your crocs, mongoose, leopards. I'm trying to think what else there might be, but you know, you've got a few main predators, leopards being the top predator here. And the one thing about it, one of the things here is because they are the top predator, unlike Africa where you'll often get signs of them in trees, is one of the ways you find them. You see like a impala carcass or something like that up there. There's no need here. So normally when they do a kill, they just drag it off into the bush where you can't see them. So you won't really necessarily get this classic shot of a leopard hanging on a tree limb, which you can get in Africa, especially South Africa, and sometimes Botswana, or also Botswana and Zambia, I should say. But you're not going to really see that here because there's no need. Top predator, they don't need to hide from hyenas or lions or that sort of thing. So they're just going to hang around, make a kill, and normally drag it into the bush. So top predator, that's just the way it is. But what else do we see? Tons of birds again, and picked up a number of new species that I hadn't captured before. Even on the way out from the gate to the main tarred road, I picked up another 3 that I hadn't seen. So they just keep accumulating. It is an absolute bird watchers or birders paradise, this place. It's incredible. I'm not sure where I'm up to as far as photographing birds, but if I've photographed 60 different species, someone who's a dedicated birder with binos that's, you know, specifically looking for birds, maybe spotting scopes, stuff like that, they're probably going to see double that. 200 odd species here. I would say if you got 5 days or so, you probably get a good chance of seeing about half of the species if you're a birder in 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days, something like that. So absolute birder's paradise, and always seem to be picking up something different all the time. So great elk sighting, the mating, mongoose, and one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in the wild. We were just about to head out and we stopped the vehicle. Nicole said she wanted to get some video, and she's looking down this water hole with some water buffalo in it. These are wild water buffaloes. And I'm thinking, why do you want to take that shot? That water buffalo, it's got something wrong with its head. There's like warts or nodules or, you know, big things, or it's just picked up clumps of mud. I couldn't figure out what it was until I put my camera on it. Frogs. These frogs were just covering these water buffaloes, little frogs about that is big, just covered it. Incredible. It's one of the weirdest, strangest sights I've ever seen. So we've got video and I got photo, and it's just crazy. It's like the plague, and one of the plagues of Egypt had come to fruition here in this little pond. It was unbelievable to see. So another great drive. again, this is a stunning park, this landscape. We traversed a whole other area of the park. Again, our guide, very keen to find leopards. That's the main reason people come here. I'm not saying it's the main reason we were here. I didn't know the park that well. I just heard it was a great park to come to, as I might have mentioned, from a naturalist here in Sri Lanka who does do leopard identification in this park, formerly known as Yala East. But yeah, just a stunningly beautiful park. So just wait, check out the video and photos coming up of this drive, and we've decided that tomorrow we're going to do a full day and see how we go. So a full day in the park, and that's 11 hours, something like that. And again, on the way out, even on the way, because when you leave the tar road, you get to a point, you go through a little village, but then there's all bushland and that sort of thing along the way, and forest. And the park is just gazetted as the park, but there's other bushland that, so you can see things along the way just going to the park for about half an hour, 45 minutes. There's a good chance you're going to see other stuff. There's an elephant that just hangs out right at the edge of this kind of lake thing. But to give you an idea also, Kumana, apart from the forest bit, it actually, part of the border is actually the ocean. So beach and ocean, you can see that in little pockets where you'll just see the sand dunes, or you can just see the ocean from the roadway. So pretty cool like that. So stay tuned, check out the video that we took today and the photos, and I'll give you a catch up once we've done our 5th drive tomorrow.
you.